Welcome back. I'm Full-Time Executive Gaming, and I'm about to show you what durability is. To start, durability basically is how damaged your item is. So you'll see durability as a bar under your item. As you can see, my Elytra only has like 1/3 of its durability, and that's because it only does because I haven't repaired it in like 10 years. But anyway, yeah, so durability is going to show up as a bar under your item, and if your item doesn't have a bar, that doesn't mean it's broken or unusable. Actually, no bar under your item means it has full durability, or max durability, as you can say, or any other term you guys can come up with for the like full or max that I'm not coming up with right now. But basically, if your item runs out of durability, basically what happens is it basically breaks. And for most items, like if it's a sword, for example, or it's a trident or something, basically what happens is it disappears and you can't get it back. You have to regather the materials to craft it again, but you can't get that exact item back. I can get out of. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Okay, so basically how it works is, so I'm gonna demonstrate durability right now. So I'm just gonna go to like one of my XP farms, but like not collect XP and kind of show you how it works. There, yeah, see see that bar that appears under it when it hit a certain amount of mobs, and that's basically durability. So basically this is a diamond sword, so it has a lot of durability. Least to greatest, the best, least to the best swords. It's wooden, stone, iron, diamond, and netherite. In terms of durability. Of course, that's also in terms of damage, but that's besides the fact. But basically, since the diamond sword has a lot of durability, it takes like 3 or 4 mobs for even the sword to take that amount of damage for the bar to even pop up there. So yeah, so durability, it's basically the lower the durability gets and the more of that black bar you see. So you can see on my Elytra there's like 2/3 of it that looks like that black bar. That's how much durability you have lost. And the that orange bar, and it's orange because it's low, because if it's has a lot of durability, it's going to be green. If it has like, I'd say 75 to 100% durability, it's the durability bar is green. If it's like 50% durability to like 60% durability, it's going to be like a yellowish color. And if it's like about 34% durability to like 1 durability, or like 1% durability, that's going to be in the art. I'm like probably like maybe 5% durability. That's going to be the orange bar, and then basically like 4% to like 0%, that's like red. That's like almost broken. And then if the bar is completely gray, that means it's at 1 durability. And then of course if you'll hear like a breaking sound. it kind of almost sounds like a popping sound. Of course, if it's broken, you'll hear a popping sound, and then the item will disappear from your hand, and you can't get that item back unless you craft it again. And even if it's enchanted, you won't get any XP if it breaks. You won't have any enchantment books. You won't get any of the enchantment books to enchant it back, which, of course, I'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, basically, if it breaks, it breaks. You can't get it back. But there's one exception, and it's really strange. But for some reason, Elytra, if it breaks, you just can't use it anymore. You can still wear it and, look cool with it. But if it breaks, basically, you can't use it again until it's repaired. And you repair it, and I'll let you in on some insight on, I guess, some future stuff. But basically, that I was going to teach you, but I'll teach you now. Basically, Elytra is repaired with phantom membranes that you get from killing the phantom mob, and the phantom mob spawns if you don't sleep. For more than a night. So if you don't sleep for an entire night, the next night, phantoms will spawn. Basically, it's the whole day and night. If you don't sleep, the next night a phantom will spawn, and you have to kill it. And they do a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Skeleton's trying to shoot me. Come on, man. I'm trying to make a video. You guys can't shoot me at this point. Like, this is just absurd. You're just being mean at this point. Yeah, so basically, if you don't sleep for more than a night, basically phantoms will spawn, and if when phantoms spawn, oh my god, why is there so many creepers over there? Oh, this is not good. I'm trying to talk and fight these creepers at the same time. It's ridiculous. They're interrupting my video. All these mobs are. They're trying to ruin my video. It's not going to happen. But basically, so if you don't sleep for more than a night, phantoms will spawn, and then basically you can kill them. And they fly in the air. They're like a bird that kind of swoops down and tries to hit you. So basically, your best bet is to shoot it with a bow, but if it does this like swooping attack and it swoops down, basically what will happen is you can hit it with a melee weapon. So melee sword. A ranged weapon would be, of course, a trident or a bow, preferably a bow, because a trident's only like a one-time use unless you have loyalty on it. Yeah, I know it's a lot of information to take in because you don't know what loyalty is, but I don't want to explain too much now. I want to leave some for future videos because honestly, I need some more content. But yeah, so durability is basically the reason why I made this the first informational video I created. The reason I didn't mention it in my first video when I was giving you guys a tour of the world is because I didn't want to, I just didn't have a reason to bring it up, I guess I did talk about it for a brief moment, but I was, when I was talking about the horse armor, maybe I was spending more time on that, but the truth is that, even if I didn't spend too much time on durability and kind of, made you think that, it wasn't going to be, I might have not posted that first. I'm still going to post it first because it's the most important. Even if I didn't make it out to be what, the most important, it is the most important. So I'm going to really teach you about everything about durability. So yeah, basically, when your item breaks, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's more of a popping sound, but it's like a popping sound and a kind of like metal clanging on metal kind of sound. but if it's good, you know it if you hear it. Um, when you kill mobs, oh yeah, this is a good point I need to make. When you kill mobs with armor on, the like since you've hit that mob a lot, the durability of that item is going to be pretty low. Even if you hit it only a couple times, most mobs just spawn with armor naturally low. So if there's a zombie with full gold armor, you might only get its helmet or its boots on like, probably like a very small, like probably like a fourth of its durability or something. And the chest plate and the leggings might completely break because they're so low by the time they're on they spawned on with the armor on those pieces of armor on the breaking point. When you hit that mob with your sword, you just did enough damage to break that armor. So just don't expect to get all the armor on the mob. But durability is basically if any item, with some exceptions, which I guess I'll explain. So with some exceptions like horse armor, and with I think horse armor is the only exception for armor that actually doesn't have durability. So horse armor, a horse could take infinite amount of damage, and the horse would die eventually, but the armor would never take any damage at all. But every other item, even the new items, which I'll explain in future videos, like the mace, and then even bows, crossbows, shovels, pickaxes, hoes, axes, swords, tridents, elytra. I mean, you name it, any type of armor, basically has durability. When you craft something, it starts out with full durability, so it won't have a durability bar. For example, like this trident doesn't have, of course I explained at the beginning of this video, this trident doesn't have a bar. That means it has all its health, has full durability, and it's not broken at all. When you craft something, it starts out with full durability. And then, of course, as you take damage, every hit you take, your armor will start to slowly break, or slowly take damage, or whatever you would like to call it. And also, depending on where a mob hits you, depending on if it hits you, if it's hitting you toward, this is especially with like skeletons. Like if they shoot an arrow and it hits you in the helmet, or more of or like the chest plate, or the leggings, or the boots, or in between the leggings and the boots, wherever it lands will be basically what's broken. So, for example, if a skeleton shoots your helmet, basically only the helmet will take damage. It's not like it shoots you. Of course, if a zombie hits you, most likely all your armor's going to take damage. It's just not a directional mob. It doesn't hit you in a specific spot. But when a skeleton shoots an arrow, it's going to do damage to wherever it hits. So if it hits the helmet, your chest plate, your leggings, or your boots, it will damage wherever the arrow landed. And a side note on that, it's funny because you'll see when a skeleton shoots you, you'll see like arrows in your head or your chest or your or your feet or something, and it's funny because you'll just go into third person, and then you'll just have arrows everywhere, and you'll be like a porcupine. But yeah. Durability is on all armor pieces, and also it is on shield. Even though shield isn't technically armor, it does have durability. Now there are some enchantments, which enchantments basically are books, or you can enchant books on the enchanting table, and basically, or you can buy them from villagers. But basically, I'm not going to go too into depth of that because that would be a separate video, but I'm going to go into depth about the enchantments that prevent or enhance the amount of durability that your items have. So, for example, all my armor pieces, we'll just take my Elytra for example, has Unbreaking 3 and Mending. Those are both enchantments, so if you see those, if you see gray, if you see gray text, you'll see the gray text under my under the item name, and that basically is what enchantments it has, and that's for all items. So it has Unbreaking 3 and Mending, and I'm not going to show you any of the other armor pieces. I mean, the shield has the same thing, but I'm not going to show the other armor pieces or anything, because those get into other enchantments that I don't want to talk about today. It's another video. Basically, Unbreaking, there's 3 levels of it, so there's Unbreaking 1, 2, and 3, and 1 enhances, lengthens your durability the least, and 3 is lengthens your durability the most and gives you the most durability that you could have on that item possible. So basically, it will take longer for that item to break, and it will take longer with each level of the Unbreaking enchantment. And of course, you can get it from villagers, the enchanting table, or you can get it from finding it in a chest, even though that's much rarer. I forgot to tell you guys that. Or of course, you could kill a mob with something that's enchanted, and it'll, even though it has low durability, it will still have that enchantment on it if it doesn't break. And so basically, so the Unbreaking enchantment lengthens up the amount of, or gives that item more durability than it originally has. And of course, in enchanting table, you'll get a random chance of having 1, 2, or 3. If you find Unbreaking, you're not automatically guaranteed an Unbreaking 3. It could be an Unbreaking 2, 1, or 3. And the same with villager trading. It's not going to guarantee you 3. It could be 1, 2, or 3. But yeah. And then the Mending enchantment, you can only get this from villagers, nowhere else. You can only get the Mending enchantment from villagers. Basically, what the Mending enchantment does is once you put it, and there's only one level of that, so you don't have to worry. You're not gonna, if you get Mending, you're not gonna get the wrong one because there's only one Mending. Because the only thing it does is usually to repair something, like for example the Elytra, you repair it with Phantom Membranes. You put it, like I explained before, you would put it in, you would open up the anvil, you'd put your Elytra in there, a Phantom Membrane in the other slot, and basically it would give it about 25% more durability. And that I'm going to explain how to make a anvil in another video. I don't want to explain that right now because that's not related to the topic I'm talking about right now. I'll explain that in another video. But anyway, basically, Mending, basically you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need Phantom Membranes, for example, if you're repairing the Elytra and had Mending on it. Basically, all you need to do is when you kill a mob, I'll show you in my mob farm. So basically, what you do is, I'm gonna go to my mob farm, but of course you could just kill mobs at night, or wherever you find mobs, like in a cave or something, anywhere you would find mobs, this would work, of course, because all mobs drop XP if you don't know. And XP, if you hold something with mending in your hand, it will basically repair the thing with mending. And it's not going to be 25% like an anvil, but you don't need, with, for example, the elytra of Phantom Membrane would be 25% about, but it's still better because you don't have to get Phantom Membranes. You don't have to, you don't have to kill phantoms. You don't have to stay awake for a night. You don't have to, because phantoms are pretty dangerous. Even with my armor, which is like really good, and has protection enchantments and is diamond. I'll explain all that in a future video, but basically, even me, I would take 2 hearts of damage per hit from one of the phantoms, so they're pretty dangerous, so you probably don't want to do that. So if you get a mending enchanted anything, but elytra, because of course phantoms, Phantom Membranes only work on the elytra, and of course other things are prepared with their same materials, like diamond sword would be repaired with diamonds, but diamonds are rare, so there's reasons for mending. But basically, you kill some mobs, they drop these green things and their XP, and basically you can use those to repair my elytra. And you can already see that bar going up. That bar went up about 25, or about probably like, I don't know, 15%, but still, that was only from like 2 zombies, instead of me going for like a whole Phantom Membrane, and like I could kill all these zombies and it would give me enough as much durability as a Phantom Membrane would. Like that's as much durability about as a Phantom Membrane would give me. And it took me 2 seconds, but also I don't have to go to danger to go out and wait entire night, and then face these deadly phantoms, and then have to do that again, and then hope creepers don't explode. And if they do explode, you definitely don't want to explode near any of your builds or anything. Like my first video, I definitely reiterated that because I was sleeping, and I almost didn't keep a close enough eye on the clock and didn't sleep. I didn't sleep fast enough because the clock it was probably like midnight by that time, or the sun was basically down, and I didn't even sleep yet, and I should have slept right before the sun went down, like right when it hit the horizon. I did not do that, so yeah, I was a little scared there a couple of times. So yeah, don't get yourself in that situation. Just get mending. That's my new motto. Don't get yourself in that situation. Just get mending. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so basically, yeah, this is a good way to repair your stuff. And especially if you're in a cave and you're killing a lot of mobs, you can easily just repair all your stuff that way. But yeah, that's basically most of the stuff you need to know. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get back to you with the exact numbers for like how much about like the durability, like how much durability would have to be to get into red, the yellow, and the green area, because those are just estimates. I wanted to give you the exact numbers, so if you just give me a second. So I couldn't find an exact breakdown of the percentages of durability that was the green, orange, red, and like the gray almost breaking zone. But just know that green is close to full durability. Yellow is it's starting to break, and then orange is it's extremely low, and then red is about to break. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And until then, I'll see you next time. But one quick thing, before I end this video, is that just so you know, for a preview into the next video, I'll be talking about horse armor and its mechanics. So stay tuned, because you really don't want to miss that, because it's really informational. And honestly, come on, everyone wants to keep their horse safe. Come on, especially when there's a bunch of creepers that want to blow you up, and especially me for some reason. They really want to blow me up. But anyway, final goodbye. All right, goodbye.